Hello, everyone. Maybe someday I should try that suggestion that they say, like, to post a picture on Snapchat. So, let's see what's going on today. Well, today I got another copyright claim from Odysseon. Um, it seems that my channels are my main channel especially seems to be under attack by Odysseon and wannabe Odysseons. Hey, Sparta86, how you doing? Hey, Jesse. Hey, Dale Thomas. So if you guys haven't yet, I did upload a video today to my new channel, Zork Nemesis. I've also linked Zork Nemesis to my YouNow account. So if you click on the YouNow account and click subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I don't know. Did you happen to see those videos that I made? Hey, Megan Marie, did you happen to see those videos that I made on Charles Heiston? The thing about those videos is everything I said, hey Jesse, everything I said in the video was true. Like, I had screenshotted evidence of stuff of like him saying, I even have more screenshots of him saying that, like, you know, he wants to kill like Eugenia and like he wants to rape her and stuff like that. And I guess like those videos seem to be fine, but I guess somebody reported them and I got a strike for both of them. Like the other one didn't even say things like that. It just said, you know, like it hardly said anything at all. But like I appealed the strikes and I lost the appeal. So I can't upload to that channel for 2 weeks. Now, one thing I did do is like Joy Sparkle just got like a strike on her channel and she lost the appeal. She also had her channel removed. And she talked about, she actually, apparently she spoke to this one person who I guess is in the YouTube Heroes program. Hey, Light Angel. So yeah, I know exactly. Like the thing is, like he had one of his videos removed and he got a strike about me, but that's because that video contained nothing but lies, and it didn't have any proof. Like everything that I said about him, like, you know, I have like screenshots of him saying, you know, he wants to stab her and kill her, and like you know, that's true. So by the way, so if you guys can please subscribe to my new channel, Zork Nemesis. I'm actually broadcasting on that channel. One thing is I can't broadcast on the other channel either. I did contact that person from the YouTube Heroes program that Joy Sparkle talked about in her video. And I guess this person he asked me to tweet him the link to his channel, or the link to the 2 videos that got striked, and also a link to like a YouTube Drive account. Hey Kaylee, how you doing? Hey Light Angel, how you doing? A YouTube Drive account where why are you in pain? Sprite86. A YouTube Drive account where you know, where I had the 2 videos posted, and he said that he would look at the videos tomorrow. And he would tell me if he thinks I deserve to strike or not. And if he doesn't think I deserve them, then he said he would help me. So hopefully that'll work. I think it's kind of crazy because, I mean, I guess it's a good idea to have a second channel anyway. Maybe for this second channel I can use it to post like more controversial things. Oh, I just got your... yeah, so I mean, so yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that I lost the appeal. One thing about when you appeal these things is they only give you like one sentence, like they only give you like one line to do it. 2 channels I can think of should be gone. All speculation. Yeah. Which channels do you think of? Dale says, I got a strike for saying fake stuff about my sister's channel, and I told YouTube she's my sister, and it was a joke. So they took the strike away. Well, that's good. At least they took the strike away. I basically tried to say in my appeal that like I wasn't slandering him or anything like that, because everything that I said in the video was true, and I backed it up with like proof. So I don't feel that like I was doing anything, I was harassing him or saying anything that's like slanderous. Well, the main thing that you might have missed is like I have a new YouTube channel called Zork Nemesis, and I can't upload to my old one because I have 2 strikes on it. So I appealed and lost, but I am talking to this one person who apparently helped Joy Sparkle get her strike back get her strike overturned after she lost the appeal. Oh, your sister's channel has 20,000 subscribers. What is your sister's channel? And the person did tell me. The person did get back to me, and they said, okay, you know, send me the links to the videos, and I'll watch them tomorrow and tell you what I think. And he said that if he thinks that like I got an unfair strike, he will like help me. Or he says he'll tell me if he thinks that the strike was fair. He says, once I have a look, I'll further be able to explain why they broke the guidelines, or if I agree with you that they don't, I'll file an appeal. So there you go. I guess I haven't exhausted all my appeals yet, since this person has said that he would look at them. So my sister makes Sims videos. She got 1 million views on her first video. Well, that's cool. Wow, like her very first video, she got 1 million views. That's pretty incredible. Not many people can say that. On YouTube, I have called anyone out. On YouTube, I have called anyone out, nor do I have a strike. Yet I am lucky for now. Are you saying you have called people out, or you have not? Yeah, you know. Also, if you look at like some of the videos that this other guy is making, like I think that quite a few of them, as well as like Johnny's videos, are a lot more like slanderous than anything that like I've ever said in any of my videos. So I guess the thing is, there's like some people who just dislike me and like, you know, are like sheep, and they'll just like sort of flag maybe everything that I do or something like that. Hey, kindness always. Oh, and thank you for inviting your 491 fans. And if you haven't, my new channel is Zork Nemesis, so please subscribe to that, because right now I can't upload to my other channel for like 2 weeks, and I can't broadcast on that channel. So I can broadcast on the Zork Nemesis channel. So hopefully, yeah, like I said, I have contacted this person, and hopefully, like, he will agree that, like, the strikes are not deserved. It does seem like, you know, there's a lot of, these other channels are making, like, videos that are much worse than mine without, like, any proof of anything, and are not getting any strikes. Hey, Nats fans, how you doing? So, and I did upload one video to my newest channel today, Zork Nemesis. Johnny needs help, but you mean like you mean he's in crisis? I take it you mean like he needs help, like in a professional way or something. So what do you guys think? I don't know if you guys like saw those videos or not. But yeah, so I think that so is there anything you guys you know, one thing is last time I was on I was sort of swatting some like gnats or something. The problem seems to have gone down. Like like a couple days ago there was like a lot of these things in my apartment, but I use this electric fly swatter. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these things, but they're pretty cool because they like zap insects and flies and stuff. They require batteries though. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. Like, none of Johnny's videos have been striked as far as I know of. And the stuff that Johnny is doing is a lot more slanderous than any video that I've ever made. Everything that I've ever made has, like, a lot of proof in it. It's not just, like, speculation based on nothing. Some of the other things I do are, like, sort of logical arguments, which some people don't like. Yeah, so I was going to say that... I don't know. I haven't actually touched it. I think you have to push the button. So when I push the button, I don't touch it. You have to push the button to make it zap. It might zap. I haven't actually tried it. Is it hot where you live? I can tell you, like, right now, it's like 76 degrees, which for nighttime is pretty warm. Yeah, so it's not as, like, it was warmer like a few days ago, but it's still pretty warm where I am. Is it hot where you are? So anyway, okay, well, have a good night, Sparta. So anyway, yeah, and the other thing is, Onision also content claimed one of my videos today. So I guess he's now content ID claimed 2 of them. Like, I'm not even sure. Like, I did tell, like, Joy has, like, started this sort of, like, Twitter group for, like, people who have been, like, content ID claimed by him, so I did tell her. I haven't, like, tried disputing it yet. You just cut your mouth with a Klondike marker? How do you do that? Like, a chocolate or something? Oh, was it super hot today? Do you like the hot weather? Hey, Chester. So, in case you didn't hear, in LA, the air is cool and the sun is hot. Yeah, and fortunately, the air is not too humid. It's not like Florida. um, yeah, the chocolate shard. I can taste blood. Oh wow. Maybe you should use some salt water if your mouth is bleeding. Like a gargle of salt water can sometimes stop your mouth from bleeding. Or rinse with salt water. Um, yeah, that's a good idea. Be right back. So I am getting like I did call the landlord about like some of these insects, and they're sending an exterminator here Wednesday. Fortunately, it's not as bad as it was, but there's still some here, and I don't know where they're coming from. Yeah. So the thing about thing I was going to say is that like I did, even though I lost, I did contact that person from I think the YouTube Heroes program, who Joy Sparkles contacted after she lost her appeal, and he said that he would look at my videos tomorrow, and he would tell me whether or not he thinks that if he agrees that like they didn't, they don't deserve to have strikes. He said that he would file an appeal, so that's good. I mean, I still have some recourse, but other than that, like, oh, and I did see that you subscribed to my new channel, Zork Nemesis, so thank you very much. Global warming, yeah, that's bad. I don't know though. Like, is that the main reason why we have warm? I mean, I guess the weather would be warm in LA anyway. So, what are you guys up to today? Is everything good with you guys? For you guys? Like, I don't know if any of you guys saw those videos, but did you think that I was doing anything slanderous? Because I don't think so. Simply because I coffee and records mostly. What do you mean? Coffee and records? Like, what do you mean? Yeah, see, I'm glad you agree. Like, I don't think so either because yeah, like everything I had was like had proof, and like I know that oh, so you listen to records and drink coffee? Well, that sounds kind of interesting. Do you like do you listen to vinyl records? Um, do you listen to? Oh, cool. So you like vinyl? Well, that's cool that you collect vinyl and stuff. Do you think that they're like higher quality? It's kind of funny because at one time, like a lot of people considered vinyl to be lower quality, but then like certain people now say that they're higher quality. It's kind of ironic. Like one thing about vinyl that I don't like is I don't like the way it has a tendency to scratch pretty easily. But what kind of coffee do you usually drink? The nuances are amazing. Yeah, yeah, and that sort of warm sound and stuff. The only thing that I don't like is like vinyl records have a tendency to scratch though. It's really easy to scratch them. I guess since it's a counterculture. Well, that's have I heard of that band? You know, I haven't heard of them. I don't think. Is there a song that I would like? But I like Blue Bottle and Intelligentsia. Counterculture is coffee. Okay. Well, there is a coffee, but there is a musical group called Counterculture. Is there a song that I would like? Oh, your favorite brand? Okay, I thought you said band. Okay, okay. There's also a band called Counterculture. Okay. But I guess there's also coffee. There is an Intelligencia in Silver Lake. Oh, really? YouTube allows copyrighted movies to be uploaded all the time. Yeah, I mean, I guess like sometimes they like don't like that, but like other times you see like copyrighted movies like uploaded and like I'm not really sure how they get away with it. You know, I might have been to like there's a lot of like coffee bars in Silver Lake that people like. You know, Silver Lake's always kind of an interesting place. Your YouTube is only being attacked because you're putting out the truth with facts and proof. Yeah, I agree. And I don't know, like I guess some people don't like that. I guess some people would rather I don't. Um, know, I mean, because like, oh, no problem. You're welcome. And if you haven't seen my new channel, I have a new channel called Zork Nemesis. It should be like linked to my YouNow profile because what was I gonna say? It should be linked to my YouNow profile because yeah, I linked it, and I have to use this channel to broadcast because like my other channel now has 2 strikes, and I guess there's a chance that like I might be able to get rid of those strikes, but I'm not sure. But I also can't upload for 2 weeks. So, which kind of pissed me off because, like, the other channel was actually kind of growing pretty quickly. Like, last month or you know, I had gained about, like, 250 subscribers, which for me is a lot, and I was hoping to get to 1,000. I mean, you can still subscribe to it as well. My main channel is Zork123. But, and I did exercise today. I mean, I gained, I guess maybe I've been stressed a little bit since I've gained a little bit of weight, like about 5 pounds higher than what I am. I'm not overweight or anything, but I'm about 5 pounds heavier than I usually like to be. On the other hand, then I weighed myself a little bit later, and I'm 4 pounds. So I think I can lose the 5 pounds, especially since I make sure to exercise more than a half hour a day. According to my watch, I've exercised for 32 minutes a day. Is it mostly because Onision brings in a lot of money for YouTube? You mean like is that why he's copyright claiming videos? Related channel Charles Heiston, Johnny Hale, etc. What the fuck? Is that what it says on Zork Nemesis? I mean, I don't control like when you do those related channel things, like I don't control that. So sometimes like you know, a channel that you may not like will be considered related. Yeah, like let me see. Well, you know, like I guess the thing is when you have like related channels, like YouTube will suggest channels. It doesn't like I don't have the you can also like suggest your own channels, but if you want like your channel to show up as a possible related channel on other channels, you have to let other channels show up on yours, and that's just like an algorithmic thing. It's not something that I can control. So so yeah. Like I know that like for a while like Eugenia Cooney had like Onision as a related channel on hers, even when she definitely didn't want to help him. Yeah, okay, so like yeah, it does say like also says Laney bot. I don't know why they would consider that alleviated, but whatever. That also can change, like, you know, after a while. So I don't know. Oh, that's good. I walk and walk and walk. Oh, like do you walk? How much do you walk a day? Because walking can be pretty good exercise. Like I think like what Apple does is like when it tries to like record exercise minutes. Oh, thank you for inviting your almost 500 fans, and congratulations for almost getting to 500 fans. That guy Wild Man Chris, he got to the 100. I mean Eugenia helped him, but he got to the like 100 viewer mark, so I guess he can get to Rising Star or whatever. What do you know? Do you know what caused Yahoo's decline? Well, I mean, I guess like Google, like Yahoo. I guess before Google, Yahoo was probably like the best search engine on the internet. But then Google gave them a lot of competition, and so I think that had a lot to do with it. And I guess even a few years back, what's interesting is like Microsoft, like a few years back, Microsoft offered to buy Google for something like $40 or $45 billion. And Yahoo said no. They felt that they were worth more money than that. But Microsoft didn't. At one point offered them more money, but then they at a certain point they said You know, I think that Jeeves might still be around or something, and I'm not sure about web crawler. Like web crawler was never really that great. Like Google has gotten like Jeeves or like Ask Jeeves. I think it's now called Ask.com. I know that that's that was a search engine that allows you to ask questions. Now Google has actually gotten pretty good at that. You can like ask Google a question. And web crawler was just kind of a crappy search engine. Hey, Mr. Beauty, nice to meet you. Yahoo tends to lean right, so that's probably why they didn't want to sell. Yeah, like Yahoo, and I think Carl Icahn, he was like one of the investors, and he said he tried to like sue Yahoo for not selling to Microsoft. And it is true that like these days like just recently like what was it like last year like I think Verizon bought Yahoo for just $5 billion. So I guess but hindsight is always 2020. I guess it would have been better for Yahoo to have sold to. It would have been better for Yahoo. It says look, it's official. Like Verizon just officially bought Yahoo. Let's see, on June 13th for $4.48 billion. And yeah, so at one point, like just like 8 years ago, they were like turning down a deal with Microsoft for something like if CNN wanted to buy Fox, yeah, that would probably be I don't know that they could have like some antitrust issues, although I don't know, they might still be allowed to. Hey man, thank you for the heart. It's weird how not long ago Yahoo and Netscape were at the top. AOL, Yahoo, Netscape, yeah, that's very true. I mean, like AOL, like they were at the they were like one of, like there were like a lot of like dial-up like I guess online providers like before the World Wide Web got big that were actually kind of big. Like there was like Yahoo, there was like Prodigy, there was like CompuServe, and I guess like AOL, like they started offering like when like in the 90s they started offering World Wide Web access, and so they sort of became the largest internet service provider, partially because they were so big in offering like online services, that were not internet technically, but that like some of the others like Prodigy did a poor job of like transitioning to like an internet service. But AOL, they were like doing really well, and so like they were like there to sort of take the reins. But I guess now that like so many ISPs, like so much internet comes through, like the local cable company and things like that, and also the local phone company, ISPs are no longer that big of a thing because like in the 90s, everybody bought Yahoo because they were the biggest internet service provider, and people thought that like internet service providers are going to be like the biggest internet companies, and now that's not the case. Like there are internet companies that are not like the biggest internet companies are not ISPs, and also ISPs are now pretty much like done by like mostly by cable companies and like phone companies. Yes, I do invest in things. I invest in certain currencies, like real currencies, cryptocurrencies sometimes, things like that. A lot of crypto. Prodigy was basically like a dial-up. It was like AOL, because like AOL before you could get on the internet with it, Prodigy was also one of these dial-up services that you could get online and like talk to people and stuff. And it was like a competitor of AOL. And also when the internet started, when the World Wide Web started getting big, Prodigy did start to allow. Thanks, Nats fans, for the 50 likes. Prodigy did start to allow people to like access the web and use their Prodigy web browser. But the problem is like AOL, like at the time the best net browser was Netscape Navigator, and Prodigy you could not use Netscape Navigator. You had to use the Prodigy browser, and that wasn't as good. AOL, they had their own browser too, which was kind of crappy, but they also let you use the Netscape browser. And since a lot of people use AOL with the Netscape browser, like I think that's part of the reason why AOL did a better job of offering internet services to Prodigy. Zork trades millions of dollars a day to fund his lemon juice addiction. Yeah, it really gets expensive when you're addicted to lemon juice. My CQ, or what was that check called? Can't remember. My C. I mean, are you talking about IRCs? Maybe I'm not even sure. Not sure what MyCQ is. IRCs, that's like a internet related chat or internet relay chat. That actually existed before the World Wide Web, I think. But it's just like sort of like chat rooms. And AOL had chat rooms too. And so like I guess the thing is like AOL started out as a dial-up provider of like online services before they started having sometimes Bitcoin. I mean, the thing about cryptocurrencies is right now, like they were doing like a few months ago, they were doing really well. Like a month ago, they were, but one of them, like Ethereum, over the past month or so has like lost about 2/3 of its value. So but yeah, Bitcoin was also up a little bit, was also up a lot. Excuse me, earlier this year, but now it's gone down. One thing about cryptocurrencies is that they are very erratic. They go way up and go way down, especially this year. You want to trick out your YouTube URL? Oh, you mean you know what? Like I have to get to 100 subscribers to make it say YouTube/Zork Nemesis, and I'm not at 100 subscribers yet. Yahoo groups, yeah. Like I guess those were like I guess they still exist, I think. Yeah, that's my URL now. The thing is, in order to make it something like youtube.com/Zork Nemesis, I have to have 100 subscribers to make it like a custom URL. So right now, it's like that kind of clunky, but that's my URL. So please subscribe to my channel, and if I get to 100 subscribers, then I will be able to trick out my YouTube URL. I think you own 1/64 of a Bitcoin. Well, that's like a Bitcoin is what, like let me look at like the value of a Bitcoin right now. Yeah, Ethereum now. Like I'll add a lot of friends who are like trading Ethereum, and it just like crashed to a 7-week low amid worries about rival Bitcoin's future. Interesting. Let me look at like the Bitcoin price chart. Well, one Bitcoin is now worth about $1,983.47. So, 1/64 of a Bitcoin is like what, like a few dollars. And at its peak, let's see, like let me look at the 6-month chart. It was at its peak earlier this year, like right around, let's see, right around June 9th or June 10th or something. Right around there, it was worth nearly $3,000 for one Bitcoin. But now it's lost quite a lot of its value. It's lost about a third of its value. It's now just under $2,000. So in a little bit more than a month, it's lost 1/3 of its value. And Ethereum, which is another big one that I had a lot of friends who were into that. I mean, that's the thing about like currency trading, and not just cryptocurrency trading, is that like I have some friends that are good at it, but like sometimes you lose money, and it's kind of a scary business. Trust me. That's what it was really high. Yeah, that's what I wanted to mine. Yeah, Bitcoin mining. Yeah, that can be done. It's not so bad, I guess. But the cost ratio was not higher than the loss using the power and processing speed. That's the thing. It also requires a good internet connection, and it means that like if you use that if you're going to be using your internet connection for that, like you can't really use everything else is going to like slow down, and you do need like a good like a lot of processing power and stuff. The phone and cable companies overcharge for phone and internet. I agree. I think especially the cell phone companies. I don't know how they get away with like charging so much for like data. It's really crazy. Because i5 PC. Oh, is that the kind of PC? Is that the kind of PC you have? So I have a. Sorry, I'm just Jeez. The phone company and cable companies, yeah, I agree. So when YouNow kicks you off, all right. Well, I don't think YouNow is going to kick me off right now. I could play like maybe one of those banned videos on YouNow. Do you think they'll kick me off? Should I do that? How can it cost so much to provide the internet? Yeah, you know, and also like, and especially the cell phone companies, I guess. But I mean, I guess like, you know, like Jordan Wright, she says that like I guess part of the problem is they don't allow competition with like cable companies. Like in the United States and then probably maybe other places in the world, if you live where you do and you want a cable company, you have to go with whatever local cable company they give you. Like Jordan Wright, she lives in Alaska, and she says that like she can't even get an unlimited plan on her Wi-Fi internet. Like she has to like after a certain point, she has to pay like extra money for data. You owe $2,000 for Verizon for using 20 gigabytes of data a few years ago. Do you know that like Verizon now is offering an unlimited plan again? But they will throttle your data. Like they say that like they talk about like internet neutrality and stuff. And internet neutrality, like part of the point of internet neutrality is companies are not supposed to be allowed to like throttle your data. So like I guess with like unlimited plans, even the ones that are grandfathered, once you go above a certain amount, they'll throttle your data, which means that it slows down because they give other people priority. And like with net neutrality rules, companies are not really supposed to throttle your data. However, somehow like cell phone companies are exempt from those like net neutrality rules, saying that they're not allowed to throttle your data. USA Today, be prepared for a $1,400 iPhone. Yeah. Oh, you know, is that what are they really going to charge? Is that for? Because I heard rumors that the new iPhone might cost $1,000, but I never heard. Is that going to be like the best one? Wow, that's a lot of fucking money. Like Apple was getting really greedy. The biggest mystery surrounding the iPhone 8 has nothing to do with its features. It's not its screen size. It's not the colors it'll come in. It's not how good the camera. This is from BusinessInsider.com, by the way. It's not how good the camera will be or how long the battery lasts. It's the reported cost of the phone, which analysts and Apple experts think will cost at least $1,000, and how Apple will justify the high price for a device that, by all accounts, won't offer many new features we haven't seen in a high-end smartphone before. Yeah, I mean I was hoping that like if the iPhone 8 is really going to be such a great if they're going to charge that much money for the iPhone 8, that like it better have like a whole lot more features than the iPhone 7 has, you know. There's a plan to pay $36 a month for a year to get a lifetime of free iPhone trade-ins. Really? Is that with Verizon? Apple is crazy. LOL, I'm back. You have 10 people watching. Oh, sweet. Yes, I have 11 people watching it right now. So much money now. Yeah, so then it says, according to numerous reports, especially from the accurate Apple analyst from KGI Securities, Ming Chao Ku, Apple plans to release 3 new iPhone models this year. The first 2 models will be iterations. 3 new will be iterations on the current iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus. Well, they've already released those. I don't understand. Was going to be the iPhone 7. Like, there's similar designs, but improvements to things like camera and processor. Well, that sounds kind of dumb. I'd rather just get the newest iPhone. The third model will be the Star, with the new screen using the OLED technology that produces better colors and maximizes power efficiency. It's also said to have a wireless charging. I mean, the thing about wireless charging is sometimes usually what wireless charging means is that you have to put it on top of like the charger physically, which is kind of cool because that's actually how the Apple Watch charges. Is it like you don't plug the Apple Watch into anything, you just put this magnet thing on it, but you still have to put the magnet thing on it. So like if they're talking about wireless charging with an iPhone, that most likely means that you have to still put it on something. Like it would be cool if they actually had like wireless charging where you didn't actually have to put it on something. Like you could just like charge like maybe while you're holding it and stuff. But I doubt if they're going to do that. Hey, Megan Marie. Glad you're feeling better. One thing I was just telling is I have a new channel, Zork Nemesis, if you want to subscribe. Um, I didn't win my appeals, but I did contact that person because I can't upload for 2 weeks now because I have 2 strikes on the other channel. I did contact that person that helped Joy Sparkle BS overturn her strikes, and they said that they would look at my videos tomorrow and tell me what they think. Wireless charging makes me wonder about the RF coming off the device. What do you mean by RF? You mean the Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't win. So yeah, I'm not really sure what else. I mean, I guess I have a new channel now though. It's linked to my YouNow account. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by RS. Hey, what do you guys mean by RF? Radio frequency. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess don't but isn't there always like electromagnetic radiation? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do know that like the Apple Watch is charged wirelessly since it's like a little magnet thing. But that's the thing is like it'll just probably just be some sort of magnet thing that you put it on. Here's the real kicker: the so-called iPhone 8 will open up a new luxury tier in the iPhone lineup thanks to its sky-high price. Some Apple watchers, like the plugged-in Apple pundit John Gruber, think the iPhone 8 could start as high as $1,200. Wow. That's $550 more than the iPhone 7 starting price. While the new versions of the iPhone, the 7s and 7 Pluses, will likely keep the same price structure as we have now, the iPhone 8 will be in a realm of its own. But unless Apple is cooking up some magical trick we haven't heard about yet for the iPhone 8, the prices being thrown around don't match up to what the phone will be able to do, meaning Apple's biggest challenge won't be convincing people to buy the phone, but making a good argument that it's worth the monumental cost. Yeah, it's just a concern. I have no idea. You mean radiation? Is that the same? I mean, like, I guess, like, radio frequencies are radiation. Electromagnetic radiation. But it's mostly harmless. My first iPhone in 2007 was $600, $599, yeah. Yeah, you know, one thing about Apple is that, like, because even back then that was kind of expensive. One thing about Apple is that they've always been a company that has believed in, like, charging high prices. Like, you know, the Macintosh is... I like the Macs. I mean, I use the Mac, but they're way overpriced. And, like, Apple doesn't mind, like, hurting their market share and, like, not selling Macs to too many people. As long as they sell Macs at high prices. Like, they probably could, if they lowered their prices, probably could sell a lot more of them. But they don't do that. And I guess they're now trying to do that with the iPhone. Because I guess, you know, the truth is, I believe that Samsung actually sells more cell phones than Apple. And, Nokia, wasn't Nokia purchased by Microsoft? I think that's the problem Nokia has. It can mess up other devices I work with. Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, I've had sometimes like radio waves like mess with like speakers. Have you ever had like speakers like sometimes pick up like electromagnetic radiation and stuff? You know, speaking of drones, like I see people like around where I live, for 2 days in a row, I've like seen people like flying drones around here. It's like everybody's flying drones now. Maybe I should get one. Yeah, iPods were expensive too in the beginning. That's the thing. Apple is a company that they believe in like having it's their brand name, and they're selling you their brand name and their company and how cool it is to be Apple. And you know, I live in LA where the entertainment industry is, and like, you know, in the entertainment industry, it's cool that to be, you know, use a Mac. And this is also true of YouTubers. You notice that a lot of YouTubers use Macs, and also iPhones. And so, and the thing is, like, iPhones are not like Samsung sells more phones than Apple. So Apple is not the largest single cell phone or smartphone maker. But you know, you might be surprised. I mean, obviously, Android phones altogether are bigger than the iPhone, but just Samsung alone sells more smartphones than what's getting popular, the iPhone. But that's the thing is like, you know, Apple is willing to like they in a way like I mean I guess if it helps their bottom line, but you know, knowing Apple, they're the kind of business that would if I guess if they could like charge enough money for the iPhone where they raise prices to the point where they start losing sales. As long as they're making more money by selling to the same people at higher and higher prices, they don't seem to mind if actual sales go down. They're not like Walmart. They're sort of like you know, you pay a premium to have Apple products. And, I mean, look, I have an iPhone and a Mac, so, you know, Nats fans, let me get that razor. Yeah. Bring back the flip phone. Yeah, that would be cool. Did you see Adele's video like like a year ago or so with Hello, where like everybody had like a flip phone? I also always thought that was funny, like grade A, underage, like his videos. Whenever he shows like a phone, he always shows like one of those like old school like Nokia phones, but like doing like smartphone things. I've worked with the Red brand camera predominantly. Well, the Red camera, I do know a lot about the Red camera. Well, a lot, but I mean, they're actually a company that So for those of you who don't know, they are they make professional digital cameras, and they are actually known because like professional digital cameras can sometimes cost like $100,000, or these like. But the Red camera, I mean, depends on what brand, what model you get, but they can cost like the base model can cost like something like 15,000 or 20,000. But usually you have to buy more things in order to get it worked, like the lens and stuff like that. But one thing that Red does is it uses film camera lenses, so that they've made a lot of strides, because like one thing about digital is that like if in digital you usually have a large depth of field, meaning that like everything is in focus. With film, what you were able to do is you were able to often, if you just wanted a more shallow depth of focus, like maybe the foreground is in focus but the background is not, or the background is in focus but the foreground is not. That was a lot easier to do with film. Although the Red camera has actually like improved upon that a lot by using film lenses and adapting a lot of film lenses into like digital. And so the Red camera is now probably like the most popular like professional digital camera. I mean, it's still like pretty expensive, but it's made it a lot cheaper to make to shoot like a professional production, because you can rent a Red camera pretty inexpensively. Because things in Hollywood like cost a lot of money. Like YouTubers are actually really good at like keeping their budgets pretty low. San Francisco indie film scene, yeah, that makes sense. YouTubers are pretty good. Like I know that like are all movies today shot in digital? I think almost all of them are these days. Like the thing like the Red camera has made it like a lot better, because it used to be, but there are still some that are shot in film. Because like film is for the most part higher quality, but Red camera has done a lot of things to like to do things that you can only do on film with digital that you could previously only do on film. I think that's a good question. Like what percentage? But yeah, there's still quite a lot that are. I know that all music videos, even professional music videos, are shot on the Red camera. So I know that and that's actually been that way for like several years now. So for music videos, which used to be all film, they're now all done on the Red camera. So they're now all digital. I've never seen an aftermarket plans for Red. Seems limiting, but they dominate the market. One thing Red has is like a lot of people say that they lose money because they do like offer their cameras relatively inexpensively, and some people say that like it's owned by somebody who's made a lot of money doing other things, and that they've been sort of taking a loss, but they have like you hear about them the most, Yeah, they third-party parts. Well, is that, you mean that you can use? I think that's a good thing though, right? Like certainly companies like Panavision. Panavision is a company that like rents movie cameras to people, and like most it used to be that most movie cameras were shot on Panavision, but they've really been hurting a lot, in part because of the Red camera. Also in part because they would never sell cameras, they would just only rent. I'm going to look that up. What percentage of movies? The thing is, I'm surprised at how many movies these days are actually shot on Red as well. Okay, well, of the top 100 grossing films in, say, of 2015, 90% of them were shot on digital. And in just 2012, it was only like 60%. and like it was actually less than 50% in 2011. So now, like, so actually, I was right. Like now, even all movies, or almost all of them, are shot on digital, and that's like something that's changed like a lot in just like say the past 5 years. Because yeah, like if you look at like 5 years ago, like 2012, just around 50% of them were shot on digital. If you go to like 2007, only about 10% of them were shot on digital. So yeah, these digital cameras are for the top grossing films. Like at least 90% of them are now shot on digital. It's amazing how much. And actually, I think that probably does have a lot to do with the Red camera has like improved a lot of things. Oh, is he? Well, the vegan cheat, if you're watching, hello. Just talking about boring stuff. Like I got 2 strikes on my channel. Like I know that you had. I'm not sure if you're really here though. You might just be here for a second. But digital has ruined many things. Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't like digital. But I guess it's gotten so much cheaper to shoot on digital, and I guess since Red has improved it. Yeah, it was because of those videos I made about this guy Charles Heiston, and I think that like everything I put in the videos were true. So I have a new channel, Zork Nemesis, hoping to get people to subscribe to that. Because like I remember like last year you had your channel removed. Like how did you get like after you got your channel removed? Like what did you do to like get it back? Because I remember like last year, yeah, I guess because of Freely or whatever. Or you know some of her fans. I think that like there's a lot of people who don't like me, who like just sort of like flag my videos. I did contact this one person who said that who like with the YouTube heroes, the person who helped Joy Sparkle BS get like her channel back or get her strikes taken off, and he said that he would look at my videos tomorrow. Yeah, mine is for community strikes. So yeah, hopefully. I mean, right now I only have 2 strikes, though. I mean, at least I didn't get 3. So anyway, yeah, you know, I mean, like I can even show you, like, I can even like send you a link to like the videos. I don't feel that they were bullying harassment because like I did talk about how this one guy Charles Heiston, like who's been making videos about me, he said that he wants to rape and murder Eugenia Cooney, but I had screenshots of him saying these things in the YouTube chat of him, you know, saying, you know, I have even more screenshots of him saying, you know, he wants to like stab her and stuff like that. And so considering that I had proof, yeah, that's what they said, bullying and harassment. Considering that I had proof, I don't feel that it was like bullying him because like he actually said these things. And, you know, and the thing is, if I had said these things, like, because like he makes these ridiculous videos like Zorkmed once said that like Eugenia looks good in shorts. That means that he's a perverted necrophiliac. And then like I have these screenshots of him saying that he wants to do all these like perverted things with Eugenia and stuff, and like, you know, things like, and somehow like I'm the one that like got the strike because even though he actually said these things. This is a strange thing. One person would not be able to take a channel down. You know, it just said that like it was flagged, I guess. Yeah, I guess there were people who had flagged me. I don't know, flagged it. But you know, like I think that Joy got her strike lifted. Not after she appealed, she lost. But I guess maybe her video was like mass flagged as well. He must have flagged it with dozens of accounts. Yeah, you know, he claims that he was not the one who flagged it. It doesn't tell you, like, unlike copyright claims, it tells you who makes the claim. When you would get something taken down for a flag, it just says somebody flagged it, but it doesn't tell you who. Onision also Content ID claimed another one of my videos. He's Content ID claimed 2 of mine, but he's been doing that to a lot of people lately. And I mean, but I haven't gotten a strike for that. It was just a Content ID. Yeah, that's the thing. What I said was the truth. Like, he really did say that he wants to stab Eugenia, and he said he wants to rape Eugenia, and I had screenshots of this. So I don't, like, feel that, like, I was slandering him because what I was saying was the truth. You know, I mean, like, if any of you guys want, I'll, like, send you, like, links to the videos because I have them on, like, Google Drive. Yeah, well, thanks. I agree it's crazy. And, hopefully this person with, I guess, the YouTube heroes, I guess they don't call it that anymore. He said that he would look at the videos, and if he agrees that the strikes were unfair, he would like file an appeal. So hopefully he can help me, because he's the guy that helped Joy, I guess. Because I guess Onision and his fans like flagged one of her videos for community guidelines reasons, because she talked about some of the. I mean, I know that you don't always get along with Joy Sparkle. So since I got two strikes, what it means is I cannot upload for 2 weeks, and I also cannot live broadcast on that channel for like 3 months. Okay, well, I'm glad I know for a little while you had some issues with Joy. That's all I'm saying. So, I mean, she's always been nice to me. Yeah, okay, so like the channel is still there. My channel is still there. You can still watch videos on it. I can still comment on it. But for the next 2 weeks, I can't upload. But it's not. But it's still there. So they haven't terminated it. Yeah. So it got 2 strikes, not 3. So with 2 strikes, it means I can't upload for 2 weeks. But the channel was not terminated. Yeah. So and it also means I can't live broadcast on that channel. So, I mean, I can't link it to my YouNow to live broadcast either. So I'm doing that on my new channel. Yeah, so hopefully that'll work out. So anyway, so how have you been doing, Charlie? Is everything good with you? Like, I wish I had the energy to. Sometimes I wish I had the energy to like broadcast like 6 hours a day like you do, but I don't know if I could ever get to that point. But I see you doing really well on YouNow. Congratulations. See, wow, you're up to 256 subscribers and 53,000 fans. Wow. And yeah, you've definitely been putting in a lot of effort into this, and it's paying off. So, good for you. And I thought that video you did the other day on raw alignment was pretty interesting. For those of you who don't know, like he did a video about how raw alignment has not went I guess like 30 days without shampooing her hair. Hey Megan Marie, how you doing? So anyway, I guess I've been on for 53 minutes or so. So I guess I'll get off, but I just want everyone to, if you want to, subscribe to my new channel, Zork Nemesis. I don't even have like a cool channel link yet since it doesn't have like 1,000 subscribers, but I posted a new video to it today, and I have it like linked to my YouTube or YouNow account. So if you click on that, well, thank you so much for subbing, and hopefully, like maybe that guy can help me that helped Joy Sparkle. Hopefully he'll agree that the strikes were not just. Oh, and thanks Nats fans for the 50 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you all for like showing up to my broadcast. And yeah, I can. I'll tell you what. I'll tweet it to you on Twitter. How's that? And thank you so much, Charlie. I appreciate it. And have a good night, everyone.